Welcome to episode 22 of Me, Him and Football.
This is football from a couple's perspective. I'm Linda. I'm his wife.
I'm Carl. I'm the husband, and we're going to bring you all the action from this past game week where there was a double bubble, 2 game weeks, lots of action going on. We're going to talk about what you missed. There's a lot going on in the world of football this week. You know, managerial changes, all sorts going on. Linda's going to learn about the FA Cup, the oldest cup competition in the world. We're going to quiz her on it as well, see what she knows, and then we're going to bring you the couple be the league predictor. So this past game week we had a double bubble, game weeks 20 and 21. So much going on. Wolves finally got off the mark with their first win of the season. That made it 2 matches unbeaten and left them 12 points from safety. So is the impossible on? Who knows? Maybe they'll get out of the relegation trouble. They did go on to draw their following match against Everton. So that made it 3 matches unbeaten. So Wolves, little resurgence there. Brentford, they went away to Everton, beat them 4-2. Igor Thiago scored a hat-trick that put him on 14 goals with Erling Haaland. Only Erling Haaland bagged more than him, should I say. So he's on fire. Fulham, they drew with Liverpool 2-2. Harrison Reed scored a rocket in injury time, one of the goals of the season, and that just slapped Liverpool, who, you know, they thought they had the win in the bag, courtesy of a goal that should have actually been ruled offside for Florian Wirtz, but, you know, justice was done in the end. And Arsenal, they beat Bournemouth 3-2 away. So that opened up a 6-point gap over Man City, who also stumbled 1-1 at home to Chelsea. So, yeah, it's all looking like it's starting to lean in Arsenal's favour. You know, we're in the new year, and now they've got a 6-point gap. Into game week 21, as I said, Igor Thiago, who got another 2 goals. Brentford beating Sunderland 3-0. Sunderland have been hard to beat this season.
Okay.
They're now up to 5th in the Premier League. They leapfrogged Man United, 1 place from the automatic Champions League qualification. So Keith Andrews, in his first season as manager there, doing a tremendous job. Bournemouth, they beat Tottenham 3-2. Antoine Semenyo, in his final match, in injury time, on his birthday, got the winner.
Wow.
What a fairy tale ending. You can't get a better ending than that, can you? And he has now signed for Manchester City. So remains to be seen whether he'll be as prominent at City as he was at Bournemouth, but those fans down there, they're going to remember him fondly because he's been excellent for them. And possibly the game of the season so far, Newcastle 4, Leeds 3. Leeds took the lead, 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, but Harvey Barnes scored a 102nd minute winner for Newcastle. So the scenes there, absolutely incredible. So hell of a lot going on. And yeah, there's a little break now because of the FA Cup.
We thank God.
So there's no Premier League action this weekend, but we'll be back the following weekend. And we'll see if the drama can pick up then. Managerial second season is underway. We had Enzo Maresca last week. Old news. His successor has been appointed, Liam Rosenior. He's the new head coach. He's the second black head coach in their history after Ruud Gullit. Very significant, especially given they were a club once known for their racism. So they've come a long way.
Yeah.
And he's
we hope.
And he's only the 12th black manager in Premier League history. So he's taken charge of his first game for Chelsea this weekend against, can't even remember who they're playing in the FA Cup. But he was in the stands for their game against Fulham on Wednesday after he had already been appointed boss, but he didn't take charge for that game and they lost that 2-1. So a little bit of work for him to do. Elsewhere, the team whose top I'm repping, Man United, they got rid of Ruben Amorim on Monday. Long overdue. But if you thought that they would have a plan in place to, you know, get a permanent successor.
Who are they going to bring instead?
Well, at the moment, they're talking about bringing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back as a temporary boss to the end of the season. He's the favourite. Darren Fletcher is currently in temporary charge. He could get the job. and Michael Carrick, who was also an old Man United midfielder. He's also in the frame. So
Man United are just doing everything off vibes right now.
Everything off vibes, no planning. Remains to be seen where that club is going. And finally, AFCON, the quarterfinals are set.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, which is Friday, we've got Mali versus Senegal, Cameroon versus Morocco, and then on Saturday, you've got Egypt and the Ivory Coast, and Nigeria versus Algeria. Now, what would the Nigeria tournament be without drama, right? So we've got separate things going on. In the last 16 match on Sunday, I think it was, against Mozambique, Victor Osimhen, who had scored 2 goals. So
my brother was at that match, by the way. He was in Morocco watching the AFCON live. He gave me no tidbits, by the way. We don't have any exclusives from him.
So Osimhen had scored 2 goals. Ademola Lookman could have slid him in for a hat-trick, didn't. Osimhen shouting at him, and there were talks of him quitting the team. Apparently, through his education, he threw his accreditation. Couldn't get my words out. He threw his accreditation down, and yeah, we'll see if he turns up. There's also the perennial issue of Nigerian team not getting paid.
They want their money.
So Wilfred Ndidi, who's the captain, has been quoted as saying that he'll pay the bonuses that the Nigerian Football Federation don't seem to have paid. So it's not the best way to go into an AFCON quarterfinal,
Not at all.
especially as this team has missed out on the World Cup and needs to win the AFCON to restore their reputation. So just commotion as always.
Let's talk about the FA Cup. Let's learn about the FA Cup. I don't even know what it stands for.
The FA Cup is the Football Association Cup.
Oh.
Full name is the Football Association Challenge Cup. Now, the FA Cup actually predates the Football League, and that's why it's the most important domestic cup competition in the world. Even before there was professional football, there was the FA Cup. So it's very important to not just English people or British people, but people around the world. This is essentially where football started with this competition.
Okay.
Like the first FA Challenge Cup game was played in 1871.
Damn.
And the first final was in 1872 between Royal Engineers and Wanderers FC. Yeah, exactly. Those teams don't even exist
anymore. Those are literally the professions. You can just start one were Wanderers and one were Royal Engineers, basically.
Yeah, so Wanderers were the first team to ever win the competition.
Crazy.
But right now is a magical time in the FA Cup because it's when the top tier clubs enter the competition and it gives the small teams opportunity for some giant killing.
Okay, so when you say the top tier clubs join the FA Cup, what does that mean?
Premier League clubs are here. So it's the third round of the FA Cup now.
But how do you qualify for the FA Cup?
So non-league teams and lower league teams, they participate in the early rounds, and the third round is when the big guns enter.
Okay.
So there's been some famous giant killings throughout the years. Hereford beat Newcastle 2-1 in 1972, very famous. Wrexham beat Arsenal 2-1 in 1992.
Damn.
Newport County beat Leicester 2-1 in 2019, and Leicester who had been Premier League champions just a couple of years earlier. Stevenage have had a couple. They beat Newcastle 3-1 in 2011. Aston Villa 2-1 at Villa Park in 2023. So let's see if anyone can etch their name in history this year. It's a fun time, and you know it's perfect for giant killing because English weather right now is atrocious. So that levels it up because Premier League teams can't play, their slip football that they like to play. It's cold in the stands, but the fans get up for it. So yeah, let's hope for some more giant killings. So off the back of FA Cup weekend, third round weekend upon us, we're gonna test Linda's knowledge on some FA Cup trivia.
Oh Lord.
So question 1. Which side has won the FA Cup the most times? Is it A, Arsenal, or B, Tottenham?
Arsenal.
Correct. They've won it 14 times.
Damn.
Question 2. During the 2008-2009 FA Cup, a record number of non-league teams reached the third round. How many reached the third round? Was it A, 8, or B, 10?
Or 10?
Incorrect. It was 8. 1 out of 1. 1 out of 2. Question 3. In what year was the FA Cup founded? Was it A, 1861 or B, 1871?
1871, I pay attention.
Correct. 2 out of 3. Question 4. Which manager has won the most FA Cups? Is it A, Arsene Wenger or B, Sir Alex Ferguson?
Arsene Wenger.
Correct. And just a little bonus. Who are the current FA Cup holders? Is it A, Manchester City or B, Crystal Palace?
Oh, I don't know. Oh my gosh, I actually don't know if it was going to be Tottenham. Crystal Palace?
Good guess. She's correct.
It's time for Couple Be the League, the results from game weeks 20 and game weeks 21. We are sitting currently at a draw. So 15 right, 15 right. So let's see if this double up can change some things. All right, so Aston Villa v Nottingham Forest.
Aston Villa 3, Nottingham Forest 1.
Nope. Brighton v Burnley.
Brighton 2, Burnley 0.
Oh, you got that right. Wolves v West Ham.
Wolves 3, West Ham 0.
No. Bournemouth v Arsenal.
Bournemouth 2, Arsenal 3.
No. Leeds v Man United.
Leeds 1, Manchester United 1.
Boop! Thank you very much. Everton v Brentford.
Everton 2, Brentford 4.
Oh, no one got that right. Fulham v Liverpool.
Fulham 2, Liverpool 2.
No. Newcastle v Crystal Palace.
Newcastle 2, Crystal Palace 0.
Oh, you got that right. Tottenham v Sunderland.
Tottenham 1, Sunderland 1.
Man City v Chelsea.
Man City 1, Chelsea 1.
No. Now we are once again, we're still neck and neck, 17 all. Oh, okay. So moving on
Just trying to
to,
keep it interesting.
please. You can't admit when he is losing or soon to lose. All right, game week 21. We start off with West Ham v Nottingham Forest.
West Ham 1, Nottingham Forest 2.
No. Bournemouth v Tottenham.
Bournemouth 3, Tottenham 2.
You got that right. God. Brentford v Sunderland.
Brentford 3, Sunderland 0.
Nope. Crystal Palace v Aston Villa.
Crystal Palace 0, Aston Villa 0.
No. Everton v Wolves.
Everton 1, Wolves 1.
No. Fulham v Chelsea.
Fulham 2, Chelsea 1.
No, we both said 2 all. Man City v Brighton.
Man City 1, Brighton 1.
No. Burnley v Man United.
Burnley 2, Man United 2.
No. Newcastle v Leeds.
Newcastle 4, Leeds 3.
Not even close. And then finally, Arsenal v Liverpool.
Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0.
No. Okay. So as we stand, it's you have 18 and I have 17. Not too much of a difference there.
Time to start pulling away.
And that's it for today's episode, keeping it short and sweet, but giving you exactly what you need to feel as though you are part of this beautiful world they call football.
Absolutely. So if you want to hit us up, find us on the socials. We're on Instagram, we're on X/Twitter, we're on YouTube and
TikTok.
Also, if you want to hit us up with any questions, ideas, comments, you can email us at mehimandfootball@gmail.com.
Until next week.
See you later.